The day some have waited for and others have dreaded has finally arrived. We're graduating. Take a moment and let these words sink in. I want to begin by speaking to those of you in the room who are parents, guardians, and family members. Thank you. Thank you for cheering us on when we scored our first soccer goal. Thank you for bringing us flowers after our first performance. Thank you for hanging our first piece of artwork on the kitchen fridge. And most of all, thank you for being there when we needed you the most. Mom and Dad, I want to thank you for the countless hours spent driving me to drama practice, for picking me up every Sunday from orchestra, and for all the sacrifices you've made for me, and for being an example of a life of dependence on God. Janice and Felicia, thank you for being the best big sisters and my role models, for going on adventures with me and constantly inspiring me to grow in my faith. When I was praying about a word that sums up our high school experience, the word faithfulness immediately came to my mind. When I was in junior year, I jotted down in my notes from chapel that we take so many things for granted, like our alarm clock is going to wake us up in the morning, our car is going to start, or even the chair we're sitting in is going to hold us up, because we think these things are automatic. And so often we think the sun is going to rise every day, and the sun is going to set, and the seasons are going to come every year, because we believe that they are automatic. But actually, the only reason this happens is not because God is automatic, but rather God is faithful. He's the most faithful one in the universe. And because he is faithful, he makes sure the sun will rise, seasons will change, and the earth will revolve around the sun. So what we can do today is reflect on his faithfulness, because it is a gift. And when we sing the words, "Great is thy faithfulness," we're not just singing for all the things we have seen God do in our lives, but also what he will do in our future. So, class of 2025, look around. Look at the people you sat next to at lunch, at your friends who never cease to make you smile, the ones who encouraged you at your lowest points. This is the result of God's faithfulness in our lives. I still remember being nervous my first day at Calvary, but as I walked into Mrs. Hines' class, I met my first friend. Lily, thank you for showing me around the playground and welcoming me with your kindness. Now, as I walk across the stage, I look back at this moment, and I'm so grateful how God has played faithful in placing Hannah, Charlie, Kara, and so many others in my time here. As a class, we've made so many memories. Dressing up as senior citizens for Spirit Week, riding roller coasters at Dorney Park, watching the sunrise together, the list goes on. For the past 6 years, drama has had a special place in my heart. From being orphans in Annie to our final roles in Cinderella, we have made many memories that we will cherish forever. I'll never forget the little moments. Wearing onesies on opening night, jamming out to karaoke before rehearsal, or praying right before we stepped on stage. During student government, mentoring, robotics, and NHS, we learn how to be empathetic leaders, ones who seek to meet a shared goal. Whether it was decorating the halls for Christmas, encouraging our mentees, planning bake sales to raise funds, or picking up trash to make a cleaner community. Both in and out of our classroom, our teachers have poured into our lives, showing us patience when we struggled and giving us encouragement when we failed. Mrs. Dixon, thank you for walking me through concepts like rotational motion during my study halls and for inspiring me to pursue a STEM degree. All the faculty and staff here at Calvary are a testament of how God has been faithful. All 71 of us who graduate today have seen the love and care that the teachers display to us, and we are so grateful. Thank you. Now, class of 2025, as we leave these doors, I leave you with 2 charges. Hebrews 10:23 states, "Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful." The same God who has been with us since elementary school has promised that he will continue to be with us as we go off to college or career paths and embark on this next journey. After turning our tassels and throwing our caps, we are given a task to be just as faithful as he has been to us. Our daily lives, the words we speak, and our interactions with others must be a testament of his faithfulness. The second charge I leave you with comes from 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. In this next chapter of life, as we face new trials, we must remember to look beyond the world and keep our eyes fixed on eternity. 12 years later, after countless assignments, projects, exams, study sessions, performances, and competitions, here we are, ready to walk across the stage and receive our diplomas. Though none of us know what the future holds, we can be confident that the one who knows our future will walk right beside us every step of the way. I will miss my Calvary family. I love you all so much. Congratulations, class of 2025.